Hey everyone, it's Colleen with another video. Another first for me. This is my very first quote-unquote professional card, and it was sort of a happy accident because I meant to make a gatefold card, which I believe is supposed to open this way, and it ended up being even cuter like this, I think. So I started with some heavyweight cardstock that has a little bit of a texture to it, and it's kind of a muted aqua bluish green. And the paper stock that I used was Color Box, really inexpensive, kind of thin, not double-sided, but really fun paper. It has all these cupcake and flowers and cute patterns, and there's even a page with birds on a wire. I think I got that at Ross for really inexpensive. Yeah, $3.99 at Ross. And this card is for Natasha, who's hosting the ATC swap that I just joined, and I want to send this to her. I'll post this video after I mail the ATCs, so she's not seen the card on video beforehand. But what I did was I started with the heavy cardstock, and with my Martha Stewart scoreboard, scored and folded the paper. I had the paper, let's see, it was 7.5 by 9 is the cardstock size, and that's the size of this. And as it's opened at 9, I scored at 1 7/8 and 5 5/8, and that gave me the folds that are currently there. So that's what I did for that. And then I made this little tie with some paper and baker's twine. I just basically glued overnight. I just laid the baker's twine on this piece of paper that I started to do a really large rosette with, and this is what I trimmed off the rosette paper that I'd folded back and forth, and it just was such a cool piece of paper. I didn't want to throw it away. So I glued the, anyway, that's my son in the background, you guys. He's playing guitar. So I have live music here. Anyway, so I glued the baker's twine on this piece of paper, and that's what I'm using to close the card with. And inside, I did some stamping. I did a pendant banner stamp, and in between each of the pendant banners stamps, I put some little flowers, and then I used some glitter glue to put in the center. And then I made a rosette just as a little surprise for her, so she can use this on whatever she wants. But this is what I trimmed this piece of paper off of because it was too much, so I trimmed it, and it came out just perfect, I think. And these little stickers are from EK Success. They're actually Martha Stewart EK Success. We got them at Michael's, and there's, I think, 9 in a pack, and this just seemed to be the cutest one to go with the paper. I really like the way it complemented the paper. So there's that. And then the way that the card folds really complements leaving a rosette in there. So it's like, oh, what's inside here? And it just gives it like this really nice surprise quality. So anyway, I glossy accented up the paper that I just used my ATG to secure this to the cardstock, and I glittered up these leaves, and then I put some baker's twine on these buttons and used glue dots to put them down in the center. And then I glossy accented the buttons in the center of those flowers. And then I cut this with my pattern scissors. I think it was this one, these scissors. And then I used these zigzag scissors for the ticket effect on this piece of paper. And then I used some pink paint. I just, with my paintbrush, painted up the things, and I stamped thank you with Distress stamp pad. I like how faded the Distress stamp pad leaves sentiments in pumice stone, Tim Holtz pumice stone. That was just a sentiment stamp set from Michaels that says, congratulations, best wishes, thank you. So I just got kind of a variety stamp pack. And I like the font. It's really pretty. And then I made a mistake, so mistakes are just always a new invention, and the creative process gets even better when we make mistakes because then we can find ways to cover them up. So I just used my glitter gel pen to make hearts over where the stamp ink was residual, and it just looks really cute. And then I used some rickrack and laid down a border with my ATG, and then I just said, thank you, and it says for hosting, for your videos, and for being you. And I signed it Colleen from California. And this is some seam binding. It actually on camera looks like a burnt red, but it's weird. It matches the paper in person a lot better than it's picking up on film. So that's pretty much it, guys. I used my Distress grip and rip ruler to get the distressed edges on that paper. This, you can find it online. I think we found this one online. And this is officially my very, very first card that I consider professional. So leave any comments or suggestions or questions, and I'll get back to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.